us in the haunting hour section of the bookstore here. Gotta make sure I don't forget that. Hi. Yes. You have come to the right place. You want the entire collection, because there's the regular 62 book series, then there's the DVD movies based on the books, and then there's the books based on the DVD movies based on the books. So you're positive you want everything. Special editions, everything. Yes, you've come to the right place. I can certainly help you. Oh, of course, yes. You can see all of the items before you purchase them. As you see, there's an empty bookshelf behind me. That's where the Goosebumps books were going to be placed, but you want them. How did you hear that I had the entire collection? How did you know? Really? So, the guy who came into the video game portion of the store and bought the Game Boy games told you that I was going to have a collection soon. Okay. Well, you came on the right day, so great job on you coming on the right day. Well, if you'd like to get started, let's show you what we have. This is, when I say I have everything, I mean everything. We have books, we have DVDs, we have the books based on the DVDs, based on the books. We have the special editions. We have toys. We have video games. Okay. Well, let's get started, shall we? So I don't know if you know this, but when Goosebumps first came out, the first 6 books in the series did not have a number on the spine. And then eventually, when it became popular, they started on reprints, they started putting the numbers on the spine. So as you see here, book 1, Welcome to Dead House. Okay. No number. And the interesting thing, on the back of the first book, it has the tagline, coming soon, but one of the first ever, if not the only book to have 2 upcoming books on the back. Whereas this version of Welcome to Dead House has the number. See? But here it says also available. That's how you know it's a reprint, not a first edition. This is a 29th edition, this version here. So they're not in the greatest of shape, especially the one without the number on the spine. There's a huge line going through the book here, but it is an original. So you have books 1, and then we have the DVD, Welcome to Dead House. And again, this is the episode, Welcome to Dead House, on DVD. So we have those. The second book in the series, again, we have the Stay Out of the Basement without the number on the spine. However, this version is the 7th printing, 2nd edition, because it still says also available. And then this version has the number on the spine, as you can see. This happens to be a 4th edition, 17th printing, so there you go. Yes, they did make a episode of Stay Out of the Basement, I believe. Don't quote me on that. All right. This is the book that started it all. Monster Blood. Again, this is the version with no number. Has also available on the back, so it is a 3rd edition, 4th printing. However, still with no number, which is what we want if we're collecting. And then this, pretty good copy of the numbered version. And this is a 3rd edition as well. And then we have the Monster Blood DVD. And this has 4 episodes of the TV show on it. You have Monster Blood 1, More Monster Blood, How to Kill a Monster, and The Girl Who Cried Monster. Now, I don't know if More Monster Blood is a just episode that was made for TV, or if it's based on Monster Blood 2, 3, or 4. But we'll see as we go through, because I'll learn just like you'll learn. I pretty much know everything about Goosebumps, but there's still a few things that I don't know. And then How to Kill a Monster, I don't think that was ever a Goosebumps book. However, it may be based on a title, and they just changed the title of the episode. But then we have the TV book number 15, which happens to be Monster Blood. And there were 17 of these, I believe. 18 were supposed to be published, but only 17 came out. And we have all of them. So, next up, book number 4 in the series. This is the unnumbered book, Say Cheese and Die. No number on the spine. And then we have a pretty minty copy of one with the number on the spine. This is a 5th edition, 23rd printing. So, there you go. And then we have the DVD, Say Cheese and Die. And this has both the 1st and 2nd books in the series, both Say Cheese and Die and Say Cheese and Die Again. Well, this can get very expensive collecting Goosebumps memorabilia. Are you sure you want to continue to keep going? I don't like to prejudge, but we're talking just for the unnumbered books, the regular series books, the DVDs, and the books based on the episodes based on the books. We're talking over $1,000 easy. Just for that. We haven't even gotten to the special editions. We haven't even gotten to the toys and video games and figurines and a whole bunch of stuff. You have deep top pockets, you say, huh? I would hate to just continue to do this, and then at the end, when you ask for the total and I tell it to you, you say I can't do it and we've wasted our time. I could be putting these books back on the shelf. I don't mean to be rude, but this is going to be a while. You want to continue? Okay. You're the customer. Book number 5 is The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. One of my favorite books in the series. And no number on the spine, as you can see. Coming soon, which means this is one of the original printings. Let's see here. Yeah. Second printing. Pretty good condition for that. Then we have the numbered copy. And when it says also available, again, it means that it is this is a 37th printing of this book. So, and then of course we have the forgot to show you this. This is a Say Cheese and Die updated cover of the DVD. And again, it has both the first and second episodes, first and second books, I should say. And if I'm not mistaken, this could be a young Ryan Gosling, if I'm not mistaken. Right here. Looks just like him. Doesn't say who stars in it, but I have a feeling it's Ryan Gosling. Make sure they're in order. Okay, the last book that did not have a number on the spine is Let's Get Invisible, another great book in the series. No number. Coming soon. It's a first printing. This is an original. And then we have the numbered version here. Number 6. And then we have the TV book number 11, based on the book, based on the movie, or episode, I should say. So, we have those. Now, next up, this book was my first ever book in the series. I remember my grandmother bought this for me at Stop and Shop supermarkets in Massachusetts. The Dedham Stop and Shop, to be precise. Dedham, Mass. And yeah, this is not an original copy at all. This is a 24th printing, 6th edition. So Night of the Living Dummy, book number 7. And Slappy was born. Now, when we get to the special editions, I'll show you the original Goosebumps mascot. However, Slappy eventually became the Goosebumps mascot. This DVD as Night of the Living Dummy. However, this DVD has Night of the Living Dummy 2 and Bride of the Living Dummy, and Bride of the Living Dummy is a Goosebumps Series 2000 book. Oh, you didn't know there was such a series. You said you wanted to become a Goosebumps collector. There are 5 Goosebumps series, not including the Goosebumps, Give Yourself Goosebumps, that I don't collect in the store. I do not believe they are true Goosebumps books. A lot of people will debate me on that, but I want a definitive storyline. I don't want to have to sit there and read multiple endings that are technically fake and then finally get to the ending of a book. I just want to read the book. So in this store, you're not going to find Give Yourself Goosebumps. I am not a fan of that. Book number 8 is The Girl Who Cried Monster. Now, original printings of this book had a bookmark attached inside. This is the first, I believe, the first copy of a Goosebumps book that had a trinket inside that you could get. This, however, does not have it, unfortunately. And then we also have the book number 1, The Girl Who Cried Monster, based on the episode. Another one of my favorite Goosebumps books, Welcome to Camp Nightmares, book number 9. This was a very, very, very good book with a twist ending that I never saw coming. M. Night Shyamalan has nothing on R.L. Stine when it came to twist endings. I joke, but it's the truth to an extent. And then this is book number 3, based on the episode. And then lastly for this pile, we have book number 10, which is The Ghost Next Door. This is not in the greatest of conditions, as you can see. There's some stains and some issues with the edge of this book. But it is still readable. This is a first printing, 3rd edition, by the way. And then we have the DVD, The Ghost Next Door. Okay. Excuse me a minute, I have to move some books around, that way everything is accessible here. All right. Another Goosebumps classic. This book, The Haunted Mask. Now, earlier editions of this book had a mask inside of the book that you could cut out, a paper mask. Book number 11. Fortunately, we do not have that copy. I'm still on the lookout for that book. Yes, if you would like to wait for me to get those in, I'll be more than happy to substitute those books for these. So you can buy these today, and then when I get those in, because I will be looking for them, you're more than welcome to return, as long as it is in the same condition that you purchase it in. You're more than welcome to return this version for that one. After all, you will be spending quite a bit with us today, so I will do you that favor. Now, Be Careful What You Wish For, book number 12, came with a special Goosebumps tattoo inside. And here it is. Still complete. And that is why some of these books go up in price, because they come with the original trinket. This is TV book number 8, based on the TV show Be Careful What You Wish For. This book, wasn't quite a fan of it. We do have some issues in the back corner of the book. It is bent. But this is book 13, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. Was not really a fan of this one. You can see the damage here, unfortunately. This is a first printing, by the way. Yeah, it's bent, unfortunately. Now, this book, number 14, The Werewolf Fever Swamp. And as you can see, it has a spooky 1994 calendar inside. Has a little bit of an issue on the spine, but I gladly purchased this one because of the calendar that it comes with. And my birthday, January 10th in 1994, happened to be a Monday. I was 10 years old then. We have the DVD, The Werewolf of Fever Swamp, as well. Book 15, You Can't Scare Me. This one wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't terrible. It was a bit disappointing. He had a pretty good run with The Haunted Mask, Be Careful What You Wish For, and The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. He had a misfire with Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. And this one wasn't as bad as that one, but it still wasn't up to his standards, in my opinion. But we also have the You Can't Scare Me, book number 14, based on the episode. You can see the terrible creature effects in the back. And this book spanned an entire franchise, spanned video games, spawned a franchise, spawned video games, spawned an actual ride at Universal, I believe. One Day at Horrorland, number 16. And then we have the DVD, One Day at Horrorland. On this DVD, we also have Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Book 17, Why I'm Afraid of Bees. Now this book has a What Gives You Goosebumps contest. And the contest has some issues with it because I did some research, and this contest, R.L. Stine never actually followed through with it. So See if we can find the... I don't know where the contest is. I didn't see it in the back. Maybe this version doesn't have the page with the contest in it. See inside for details. No. No, I don't see it. Oh well. This is missing the What Gives You Goosebumps contest info. See if I can find a version that has that. Because this is indeed an original copy. This happens to be a first printing, 4th edition, so interesting. Okay. Book 18, Monster Blood 2. This also has a What Gives You Goosebumps. This happens to be my original copy, by the way. As you can see, my name's right there. That's hilarious. And yeah. Not only is it the original copy, this is my old address when I grew up, when I was a kid. And this is my handwriting. You want to talk about bringing back memories? Walden Bookstore is where I got my Goosebumps books at the Denham Mall. So how cool is that? This does have the, as you can see, the What Gives You Goosebumps contest inside. Book number 19 is one of my least favorite books. It actually, I was not a fan of it. I hated it, if you like to be honest. It is Deep Trouble. I hated this one, and I hated its sequel. This also has the Goosebumps contest as well. Do we have the page for that? We do not. Oh, yes we do, right here. What Gives You Goosebumps. Oh. Then we have the DVD, Deep Trouble. Now, book number 20, I loved. The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, and this version has the bookmark inside. There's a little bit of a rip on the cover, but again, I'm trying to collect the ooh, this does not have the bookmark inside of it. Interesting. Or does it? Oh, it does. Here it is. Oh, no, it doesn't. They ripped the bookmark out. Not good. So now I have to try to look for another copy of this book. I should probably write this down. But alas, I do not have any pens near me. I'll have to remember that. The bookmark was inside, and it's gone. So again, I will make the same deal with you. This is the DVD of The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Now, on the back of this, there are 3 episodes. The middle one is not a Goosebumps book. I don't believe. Don't Go to Sleep. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a Goosebumps Series 2000, possibly. We'll see. The Calling All Creeps is a Goosebumps episode as well. Okay. Go Eat Worms, book number 21. And then we also have the DVD Go Eat Worms. And this has 3 episodes on it. We have Go Eat Worms, Bad Hair Day, and Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. Then we also have TV book number 9, Go Eat Worms. Book 22. This is another favorite of mine, more so because of the cover art. I love this cover as a kid. This also has the What Gives You Goosebumps contest inside. And this is an original copy of mine as well. My name is written in blue ink. But this is Ghost Beach. Now, this book came with a sticker, I believe, of Ghost Beach, maybe. I'll have to research that. But then we have the DVD Ghost Beach, and again, this comes with 3 episodes, one of which, no, they're all 3 of them are Goosebumps, okay. So we have Ghost Beach, we have The Barking Ghost, and Be Careful What You Wish For on this version. And then we have TV book number 13, Ghost Beach as well. Book 23 is the sequel to The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. We have Return of the Mummy. This is a minty copy, by the way. And it says there's a Goosebumps fan club inside. So if we look, here it is, and this is an original copy of mine. This address was my grandparents'. So this is a original copy of my Return of the Mummy book, and we have the DVD Return of the Mummy. And the middle episode is not a real Goosebumps book. You have Return of the Mummy. On the bottom you have You Can't Scare Me, which we've seen. And then here it's Don't Wake Mummy. Never heard of that. It's not a real Goosebumps episode. And then we have TV book number 4, Return of the Mummy. Book 24, not a fan of this one. This advertises the 1995 Goosebumps calendar. This is Phantom of the Auditorium. Little play on the Phantom of the Opera, but again, not a fan of this one here. Number 25, Attack of the Mutant. This one was okay. And then we have the Attack of the Mutant DVD, which was a 2-part episode. And then we also have Phantom of the Auditorium as well. And we have the Attack of the Mutant TV book number 12, which is extremely expensive, by the way. However, I found my copy for 50 cents. How do you like that? Not in the greatest condition. There are some issues on the back of the cover, but still readable. Book 26, again, not a fan of this version. But this is an original copy of mine again. As you can see well, first I'll show you My Hairiest Adventure. And my name is on the front cover. And then we have the TV book number 6, My Hairiest Adventure. sure you want to continue with this? We've got a lot more to go through. Okay. This next book is one of my favorites of the series. I absolutely loved it. Actually, the next two books I loved. I think they were easily in the top 10, in my opinion, that he's ever written for the original series. The first being A Night in Terror Tower. I love this book. Loved it. We have another original copy. This came with a Band-Aid, but my name is in red on the cover here. Are you going to be okay with the fact that my name is all over the place? Yeah? Okay. I'm not proud that these have my name on them for collecting issues, but this was a great, great, great book. I love this book. And here is the DVD, A Night in Terror Tower. And then this also comes with Goosebumps book number 2, Stay Out of the Basement. The second book in a row that I absolutely loved. Book number 28, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Love this book. Is this an original copy? Let's see. I haven't looked through these in a while. Yeah. Great book. Then we have the TV book number 2, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Not in the greatest condition, as you can tell by the back. The book looks like it has some water damage to it. But it is still readable, which, again, is why we want them to read and to enjoy. I've really never been a fan of the Monster Blood series. The first one was okay because, as readers, it was the first time we had ever seen anything like it, but just never been a fan. And book 29, Monster Blood 3. Is this... as you can see, they're still doing the Give Yourself Goosebumps. So, no, this actually... This contest he actually did come through with, because you have some winners. This girl was Sarah, I can't even pronounce her name, but this is the contest. You had to tell in 25 words or less what gives you goosebumps, and what they would do is take your photo and make you a monster out of it to be published in all of the Goosebump books. So this contest he actually did come through with. There's another one that he did not. Book 30, It Came From Beneath the Sink. I don't really recall this one that much. So again, I cannot tell you if I liked it or not. There were some that stayed with me for 20 plus years. And then there are some that did not. And this is one of them. So, however, we have the It Came From Beneath the Sink DVD. And it comes with a Goosebumps episode that was not an actual book. It also comes with an episode called Strained Peas. So that's interesting. Then we have the updated It Came From Beneath the Sink. And again, still comes with the Strained Peas episode. So just a covered variant. Slappy is back, number 31, Night of the Living Dummy 2. This is an advertisement for the Book and Light series. And I'll show you what those are. Really cool merchandise. This DVD cover is the cover of book 2, but the interesting thing is the cover of the name of the DVD is Night of the Living Dummy, which is misleading because you're expecting to see the first episode, but in reality you're seeing the second episode, and then Goosebumps Series 2000, Bride of the Living Dummy. So, strange that they did not put the 2 next to the title. This is TV book number 5, by the way. Book 32, another one of my favorites. Barking Ghost. And it says Free Terrifying Tattoo. Do we have it? I don't see it. So I think we're missing this. Yeah, we are missing a tattoo. Again, I will be on the lookout for that. Book 33, The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. Another of my favorites. This one comes with a free decal of Doom. And we do have the decal of Doom right here. Little poster, basically. Oh, there we go. It's an iron-on transfer. So basically you would iron this onto a t-shirt. Book 34, Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. This is a minty copy. And we have the glow-in-the-dark sticker. And this is what I remembered from Ghost Beach. So there was a sticker, but it came in this book for Ghost Beach. And this is a pretty minty copy, by the way. Excellent condition. And is this a first edition? It is. So, great. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. And then for $2.95, I was able to get book 18. Oh, excuse me, there are 18 books, so then maybe there were 19 that were supposed to be published and only 18 were. So I apologize. Yes. So TV book number 19, The Blob That Ate Everyone, never got published. Never got published. It's an interesting piece of Goosebumps history. Book 35, I liked. A Shocker on Shock Street. I'm going to have to replace this. Look at the back of this cover. It is destroyed. So I will be replacing this book for you. It is embarrassing that a book in that condition is actually in my store. But we will be replacing this one. We have the DVD of Shocker on Shock Street, and this comes with 2 episodes, Shocker on Shock Street, and then a Goosebumps episode that is not based on anything. It is called Click. So, Book 36, The Haunted Mask 2. I think there is a version of this that comes with another mask. I could be wrong off the top of my head, but the interesting thing, the book and light special editions, I want you to realize, back in 1996 were $11.95. Then there was a book and boxer shorts special edition for $14.99. Remember those prices. And then if you can, go online to eBay or Mercari and see what the prices are for those now. But here you are. Haunted Mask 2, book number 36. We also have the DVD, The Haunted Mask 2 as well. Book number 37, The Headless Ghost. There's a bit of drawing on the cover, which I'm not a fan of. Some dirt, I should say, on the cover right here. But other than that, it's a good copy. We have the DVD, The Headless Ghost. This has 3 episodes on it, 2 of which are not Goosebump books. We have Awesome Ants and Teacher's Pet to go along with The Headless Ghost. And then we have TV book number 7. And this was a pretty expensive find. Some of these are extremely rare. There's a bit of a curve bent corner here on the back of the cover, but other than that, it is in great condition. Book 38, The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Not a fan of this one. Not a fan of this one. This Goosebumps fan club pack had been cut out. The actual, somebody had sent in for it. I have tried to find that club pack and I cannot. I wish I could find a sealed copy of one. That'd be great. I liked this version, this book I should say, book 39, How I Got My Shrunken Head. I like this a lot. Minty copy as well. And I think there was something that came with this one, but I don't have it. Yeah. We do have the DVD, How I Got My Shrunken Head, though. And then we have Night of the Living Dummy 3, book number 40. This comes with trading cards inside. And I do not have the trading cards. I thought I did, but apparently I do not. So, again, if I come across those trading cards, I will give you a ring and you can trade them in. Trade in this copy for the updated one. Night of the Living Dummy 3 on DVD. Book 41, Bad Hair Day. Fan club offer, which is this. We have the TV book number 10, Bad Hair Day. $2.95 at McKay's. Book 42, Egg Monsters from Mars. This comes with trading cards, which we have, and a bookmark. So this is a complete version, and a pretty good copy as well. Book 43, The Beast from the East. Very strange version of this book. Strange story, I should say. Wasn't the greatest, wasn't the worst. But book 43. Okay. Book 44, Say Cheese and Die Again. And this comes with the trading cards inside and a bookmark. Book 45, Ghost Camp. then you have an advertisement for the VHS copies of the Goosebumps episodes. Book number 46, How to Kill a Monster. This comes with the trading cards as well and the bookmark. Book 47, one of the rarest Goosebump books there are, and one that has never been reprinted, I do not believe. Legend of the Lost Legend. And unfortunately, the back of the cover is ripped off. Did not notice that. But this does come with the lenticular stickers here. So it's a decent trade. Book 48. Now this is interesting. Both of these have an advertisement that say Goosebumps trading card inside, right? So you have Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns. Both of them have that. But interestingly enough, this comes with stickers, not trading cards. This one comes with the trading cards and the bookmark. So there were two copies that came out with two different goodies inside. We have both. Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns DVD, with also A Vampire Breath and Let's Get Invisible. Book number 6, if you recall. We also have TV book number 16, Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns. Book number 49, Vampire Breath. A minty copy. And this does not come with anything, I don't believe, no. Book 50, Calling All Creeps. And again, it comes with the trading cards. The cards have ripped off, but the bookmark is still intact. So you can see the cards here and the bookmark there. So let's be careful with this. Then we have TV book 17, Calling All Creeps. Book number 51, Beware the Snowman. This is a $5 sticker that I tried getting off but could not. I'm not a fan of those kinds of stickers. And this comes with stickers, even though it does not advertise that it did, which is great. Book 52, How I Learned to Fly. And again, this comes with trading cards inside, and here they are. Book 53, Chicken Chicken. This has the 15% Walden Book sticker on it. You got 15% off. And my grandmother bought me this. To Me, with Love, Mama. I wanted to know if this was an original copy of mine because of the sticker that's on there, and sure enough it was. It's interesting. Book 54, Don't Go to Sleep. So I guess that episode that I did not think was an actual book episode was one. And this comes, even though it does not advertise it, comes with stickers and a bookmark. This might be another original of mine, Book 55, The Blob That Ate Everyone, because of the Walden Book sticker on the front. My name is not on it, I don't think. Nope. Anything in the back? No. We have the Blob That Ate Everyone DVD. It also has My Hairiest Adventure on here, and Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. Book 56, The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. Pretty minty copy. And this one comes with, even though it's not advertised, a bookmark and stickers. Excuse me, and trading cards. Book 57, My Best Friend is Invisible. And here's the DVD copy of My Best Friend is Invisible. And as well, there is a episode that is not an actual book, but it's called An Old Story. Right there. And again, one of my least favorite books in the series. And hilariously enough, I remember when this came out, I was thinking to myself, and might have told my best friends at the time, that I think he's running out of ideas. And sure enough, when this book came out, there would only be 4 more books before he stopped writing for this series. But book 58, Deep Trouble 2. And again, not advertised, but this does come with bookmark and trading cards. Book number 59, The Haunted School. Book number 60, Werewolf Skin. And on the back, it says there is a terrifying werewolf mask inside. And we have it. Book 61, I Live in Your Basement. There was an Attack of the Mutant PC game. And here's the advertisement for it. Website, the internet was starting to come out now. This was printed in 97. And interestingly enough, I did not realize that back then he actually advertised the first book in the Goosebumps series 2000. It says coming December 97. 2 books before it actually came out. And the last book in the original series is Monster Blood 4. And on the back, and again, I don't remember why I didn't remember this, but I remember walking into the bookstore one day after this came out, about a year later, and had no idea that he was still writing under the moniker Goosebumps Series 2000. Don't understand why I forgot about that. But again, we have cards, and this was supposed to be Goosebumps book 63, but instead it became the first book in the Goosebumps Series 2000 series. So now, we also have Goosebumps Live on Stage. Then we have the Goosebumps DVD Chillology. We have another Goosebumps Chillology variant cover, but a completely different story. We have Goosebumps Perfect School. Now, the interesting thing about this cover is that it has the same cover of the Haunted School. Even though the name of this episode is not, or has nothing to do with the book. Very strange cover art to have it not be based on the cover of the actual book. We have Goosebumps Scary House. Again, this is not based on any real book. Then we have the Goosebumps 3-pack Thriller. This has One Day at Horrorland, Return of the Mummy, and A Shocker on Shock Street. And the One Day at Horrorland has One Day at Horrorland, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Return of the Mummy has Return of the Mummy, Don't Wake Mummy, and You Can't Scare Me. And then The Shocker on Shock Street has that and Click. So what they did is they took those DVDs and put them into one 3-pack. So you get multiple episodes. We have the 3-pack Thriller, Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns, The Headless Ghost, and Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. And again, we have Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns, Vampire Breath, Let's Get Invisible, The Headless Ghost, Awesome Ants and Teacher's Pet, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, Don't Go to Sleep, and Calling All Creeps. This 3-pack Thriller has Chillology, The Ghost Next Door, and It Came from Beneath the Sink. Also has Strained Peas as well. This 3-pack Thriller has Ghost Beach, A Night in Terror Tower, and Scary House. So we have Ghost Beach, The Barking Ghost, and Be Careful What You Wish For, A Night in Terror Tower, and Stay Out of the Basement, and then The Scary House. This 3-pack Thriller has Attack of the Mutant, The Blob That Ate Everyone, and Go Eat Worms. So we have Attack of the Mutant, the 2-parter, Phantom of the Auditorium, The Blob That Ate Everyone, My Hairiest Adventure, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder, Go Eat Worms, Bad Hair Day, and Revenge of the Law Gnomes. And the last 3-pack Thriller has Monster Blood, Night of the Living Dummy, and Say Cheese and Die. So we have Monster Blood, more Monster Blood, How to Kill a Monster, The Girl Who Cried Monster, Night of the Living Dummy 2, Bride of the Living Dummy, Say Cheese and Die, and Say Cheese and Die again. Now, we have the original autobiography, It Came from Ohio, My Life as a Writer by R.L. Stine, the lenticular cover. We also have It Came from New Jersey, My Life as an Artist by Tim Jacobus, the autobiography of the illustrator. That is all 62 books. That is all the DVDs. That is all the books on the DVDs. And as promised, I have these special editions. This is a sealed book and pen light. With the first special edition, Tales to Give You Goosebumps. In obvious mint condition because it's still sealed. I also have the More Tales to Give You Goosebumps special edition number 2. This one also comes with a pen, or a book light, I should say. I'm trying to find the special edition of this. Even More Tales to Give You Goosebumps special edition number 3 This comes in a special edition as well with, I believe, a Goosebumps cap. That is on the way as we speak. Goosebumps Special Edition number 4. Still more tales to give you goosebumps. Not only do I have the standalone copy with, unfortunately, a rip in the cover, but again, we have the sealed scare pack with the book, the monster blood, scare skin, paints. So, container of totally gross fake skin, makeup kit, tube of Goosebumps green blood, rubber scar, and plastic vampire fangs that glow in the dark. More and more tales to give you goosebumps, special edition number 5. This also comes in a special edition. This comes, I believe, with the, this might be the one that comes with the cap, whereas book number 3 comes with the boxer shorts. So this comes with the cap. No, yes, this comes with the cap. No, this comes with Christmas stocking. Book number 5, I believe, comes with the Christmas stocking. And more and more tales to give you goosebumps. Special edition number 6. This is the last special edition. This also comes in a package. This comes with the, I forget what this comes with, but it's on its way from Australia. The special edition version of this, collector's edition, I should say. Then we also have 30 Tales to Give You Goosebumps, which is basically a hardcover of the first 3 special editions. So there's that. And then we have Goosebumps Triple Header, 3 Shocking Tales of Terror, book number 1. And we have Goosebumps Triple Header, 3 Shocking Tales of Terror, book number 2. So that is the original series run of Goosebumps books. You want to purchase them, okay? Why don't you walk around the store a little? I will tally up the amount of money that it costs for all of these. And in the meantime, I will also get ready the Goosebumps Series 2000 books as well. Okay, I'll see you soon. There's something I forgot to show you from the original series. This is a 25th anniversary Goosebumps tin. And this comes with 5 original Goosebumps books. And this comes with the original covers. So you have the Monster Blood, Why Am I Afraid of Bees, A Night in Terror Tower, The Beast from the East, and Legend of the Lost Legend. So this is a pretty cool tin to have with all the artwork all over it. But also, there are special edition collector's caps. We have the R.L. Stine Goosebumps official collector's caps book. Basically, these are pogs. 16 spooky Goosebumps caps featuring the art from your favorite Goosebumps covers. A heavy-duty Goosebumps slammer, plus a Goosebumps official collector's caps book filled with fun facts and trivia about the books and about R.L. Stine. So this is sealed. And then we have the Holiday Collector's Caps collecting kit with, looks like 16 more. Same thing, but just a holiday version. So every Goosebumps collector needs these. Now, what we're going to do is dive into the Goosebumps Series 2000 books. And the first book in the series, which should have been book 63, originally was supposed to be book 63. But we have Cry of the Cat, Goosebumps Series 2000, book number 1. And this actually has the insert here, the iron-on decal, I believe. This might be one of my originals. Don't see it. And we also have the Goosebumps Cry of the Cat DVD. Book number 2, Bride of the Living Dummy. They advertise a cruise you could win with R.L. Stine, which I don't know if anybody ever won that or not. Book number 3, Creature Teacher. Still advertising the Goosebumps Series 2000 fan club. Here's the Goosebumps fan club 2000. And at the time, he was still writing Give Yourself Goosebumps as well, which is blasphemy in this store. Now, books 4 and 5 are the first ever 2-part Goosebumps book series. Book 4, Invasion of the Body Squeezers, Part 1. And then book 2, Invasion of the Body Squeezers, Part 2. Excuse me, book 5, Invasion of the Body Squeezers, Part 2. Now, this next book was one of my favorites. Book 6, I Am Your Evil Twin. A little dusty, but still readable. They had a Goosebumps Series 2000 Creepstakes contest. So you could win a trip to one of the scariest cities in the USA. Book 7, excuse me, and the cover is ripped. Let's see if we can get another copy of this. But Revenge or Us. Book 8 is Fright Camp. These are not in the greatest of shape, unfortunately. And again, you have advertisements for the website. Book 9 in the series was Are You Terrified Yet? Book 10, Headless Halloween. Book 11, Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. This has a issue down the cover of the book. On the back, there's a bunch of stickers, but it advertises the live on stage that we have already. And then the rest of the series, there were only 25 Goosebumps Series 2000 books. These are not in the greatest of shape either, unfortunately. Oh boy. Book 12. This is embarrassing. I did not know how bad the condition of this book is, but this is terrible. I cannot, and a page is ripped, I cannot offer you this book at all. This is in terrible, terrible condition. It's brain juice. But we're going to have to take this out. And I'll give you a replacement copy. Book 13, we have a sequel, Return to Horrorland. Again, not in the greatest of shape, but definitely better than the last book we just showed you. Book 14, Jekyll and Heidi. Book 15, Scream School. Book 16, The Mummy Walks. Book 17, The Werewolf in the Living Room. This has a piece of tape on the front cover. I do not know how in bad condition these books were. The rest of my books are in great condition. These are in rough shape. So we may try to find a different version of that. And the same thing with book number 18. Horrors of the Black Ring, one of the rarest Goosebumps Series 2000 books you can find. The spine is ripped. There's a giant stickers on the cover. I'm going to put this in the replace pile. Book 19, Return to Ghost Camp. Book number 20, Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. Again, this is tape all over the front and a ripped spine. So I think we're going to try to replace this as well for you. This is in bad shape. Book 21, The Haunted Car. They were in decent shape here. Book 22, Full Moon Fever. Book 23, Slappy's Nightmare. Book 24, Earth Geeks Must Go. The back is a little rough, but still in decent shape. And then the final book in the Goosebumps Series 2000 series, Ghost in the Mirror, book 25. As you see in the back, there's no next book at all. At this point, R.L. Stine had took a hiatus, but he came back with a new series called The Nightmare Room, which has nothing to do with Goosebumps. So I will do a tally of the books here, the DVD, and then try to find you replacements for those, because I cannot, in good conscience, sell you these, even give you these for free. I didn't know how bad condition they were, and so because of that, I'm not going to even have them in the store at all. But stay with me. We'll go into the next series of Goosebumps books. Okay? Just give me a little bit of time to clean up the area here, and then I will call you back over for the rest of the merchandise. Okay, great. Okay. Welcome back to the third series in the Goosebumps universe. That is not the Give Yourself version. I have tallied up all of the books so far and DVDs. And with a 20% discount, you are up to $1,742.53. Would you like to continue for the Ultimate Goosebumps collection? Yeah? Okay. after all you said earlier, you're right that you have deep pockets. So let's continue. The haunting out the nightmare room and mostly ghostly had nothing to do with Goosebumps. He came back with Goosebumps Horrorland. And I don't believe this was the first book in the series. However, no, it wasn't. But I put this as the first book in the series because I think it makes sense. This is the survival guide to Goosebumps Horrorland. It advertises some of the books on the back here. But the first book in the series was called Revenge of the Living Dummy. The second book, Creep from the Deep. The third book in the series was called Monster Blood for Breakfast. So this is the fifth Monster Blood book in the Goosebumps universe, not including the series which we shall not name. Book number 4, Scream of the Haunted Mask. So again, this is the third book in that series. Book 5, Dr. Maniac versus Robbie Schwartz. Book 6, Who's Your Mummy? The interesting thing about the series here is it did not tell you who or what the next book in the series would be on the back of the book. You only found out as you read. There were advertisements for the next book and a preview, but no book title on the back anymore. My Friends Call Me Monster, Book 7. Book number 8, Say Cheese and Die Screaming. So this is the third book in that series. Book number 9, Welcome to Camp Slither. Book number 10, Help, We Have Strange Powers. Book number 11, Escape from Horrorland. Book number 12, The Streets of Panic Park. Book number 13, When the Ghost Dog Howls. Book number 14, Little Shop of Hamsters. Book number 15, Heads You Lose. I remember this one pretty good, and I think I like this one. If I remember correctly. Now, book number 16 was a special edition. It is called Weirdo Halloween. It's a giant book. This was almost, let's see here, doesn't have page counts, over 200 pages. One of the longest Goosebumps books ever. Book number 17, The Wizard of Ooze. Book number 18, Slappy New Year. And the last book in this series, number 19, The Horror at Chiller House. Now, while this series was being released, you had the Goosebumps Horrorland Write Your Fright, where this is sealed, by the way. No, it's not sealed. It's a toy here that you had to unlock. It has a sound effect, as you heard. You also had the Goosebumps Horrorland video games. Came out for the PlayStation 2. And this included a free Goosebumps book, a reprint of Calling All Creeps, by the way. So the PlayStation 2 version, that's why the cover is too big for the game, the slipcover here. You had the Wii version Goosebumps Horrorland. And then you had the Nintendo DS version. The next series of books was called Goosebumps Hall of Horrors. Now in the Goosebumps Hall of Horrors, there were 6 books in that series. You had book number 1, Claws. Book number 2, Night of the Giant Everything. Book number 3 was a special edition, The 5 Masks of Dr. Scream. Book 4, Why I Quit Zombie School. Book 5, Don't Scream. And the last book in this series, The Birthday Party of No Return. So those are the 6 in the Hall of Horrors series. And then the next book series we have is Most Wanted. Now, the first book in this series is actually entitled Goosebumps Wanted, The Haunted Mask. And then it advertises the Most Wanted series here. So book 1 in the Most Wanted series is Planet of the Lawn Gnomes. So this is a sequel to the Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes book. And with this series, it now shows the next book in the series. Son of Slappy would be book 2. And here it is. Book 3, How I Met My Monster. Book 4, Frankenstein's Dog. Book 5, Dr. Maniac Will See You Now. Book 6, Creature Teacher, The Final Exam. Book 7 was a special edition, or excuse me, this is not Book 7, this is Book 1 of the Most Wanted special editions called Zombie Halloween. So this is the first special edition. And then book 2 in the special editions was entitled The 12 Screams of Christmas. Book 7, Nightmare on Clown Street. Then we have the 3rd special edition, Trick or Trap. Book 8, Night of the Puppet People. Book 9, Here Comes the Shaggedy. The 4th special edition, The Haunter. And then lastly, in the Most Wanted series, book number 10, The Lizard of Oz. And the current book series is Goosebumps Slappy World, and this is the advertisement for the first book in that series entitled Slappy Birthday to You. So those are the Most Wanted books. Now we'll dive into the remaining series and the series that is currently being written as we speak. Now, around this time, 2 new Goosebumps games came out for the Nintendo 3DS and for the Switch. Was ported over to the Switch. Because the 3DS version came out in 2015 and this came out 3 years later. The first book in the Slappy World series, Slappy Birthday to You. The second book, Attack of the Jack. Then we have Attack of the Jack. The next book is I Am Slappy's Evil Twin. Number 3. Book number 4, Please Do Not Feed the Weirdo. Book number 5, Escape from Shutter Mansion. Unfortunately, there's a crease forming in the back of this book here. Book 6, The Ghost of Slappy. Another crease forming in the back. And there's a dent here in the back, which is not good. These are the newest books, and condition is waning on me here. Book 7, It's Alive, It's Alive. Again, more of a crease in the back still. Got some dust. Book 8, The Dummy Meets the Mummy. Book 9, Revenge of the Invisible Boy. Book 10, Diary of a Dummy. Book 11, They Call Me the Night Howler. Book 12, My Friend Slappy. Book 13, Monster Blood is Back. Book 14, 5th Grade Zombies. This is actually a pretty good one. Book 15, Judy and the Beast. Book 16, Slappy in Dreamland. Now, I believe there will be 20 total books from what I've read. The 17th book comes out next month in June, and it is called Haunting with the Stars. Now, at first I thought this was the last book in the series, but digging deeper, I read an article where not only is it not the last book, he signed an extension with Scholastic to produce a special edition and 3 more books. So I believe there will be 20 or so in the series. Now, this is the movie novelization for Goosebumps. This is a brand new Goosebumps game for the PS4 called Dead of Night. Then we have the first Goosebumps DVD movie with Jack Black. We have the Goosebumps Monster Survival Guide. We have the Goosebumps Night of the Living Monsters, based on the movie. We have Goosebumps Slappy's Revenge, based on the movie. Advertising the rest of the stuff. We have the Goosebumps Activity Book, based on the movie. We have the Goosebumps Haunted Halloween movie novel. This is the second movie that came out. We have the Goosebumps Haunted Halloween Slappy's Return, based on the movie. The actual Goosebumps 2 movie. The Who is R.L. Stine? R.L. Stine, author with a flair for scare. The Goosebumps Monsters at Midnight manga, if you will. Goosebumps Download and Die. These are comic books based on the Goosebumps universe. Goosebumps Horrors of the Witch House, excuse me. Goosebumps Secrets of the Swamp. Then we have the How to Draw Goosebumps art book. And lastly, the Art of Goosebumps, which chronicles every Goosebumps book that ever came out, and some interesting Goosebumps facts as well. So that, my friend, is every Goosebumps book, with the exception of the Choose Your Own series. Every video game that came out for a console, some special editions. But now we get to the most exciting part of this Goosebumps collection. The board games, the toys, the stuff that no one knows exists except for a few hardcore Goosebumps fans. So let me tally all of this up. We'll add it to the original tally, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. We have the Goosebumps set of board games and card games. Some of these are from the early to late 90s, and others are from the 2000s. First up, from Milton Bradley, we have the Goosebumps A Night in Terror Tower game. We also have a Goosebumps booklight with Slappy. The Goosebumps Shrieks and Spiders game. This is from Parker Brothers, and this came out in 1995. Now this guy here, his name is Curly the Skeleton, and before Slappy was the mascot, Curly, was the unofficial mascot of the series. This is a sealed, unopened game from 1995. Next up, we have the card game of Monster Mayhem, Goosebumps. There's a piece of plastic on here. Ooh, this is a Canadian game. This is not released in the United States. This game here. Interesting. Interesting. This is from Canada. This right here, from Canada. We have the sealed Goosebumps Cool Ghoul action card game from Parker Brothers. This came out in 1996. We have the Goosebumps Welcome to Horrorland game from Scholastic. This came out in 2012. We have the Barnes & Noble exclusive Goosebumps Race to Deadhouse. And again, this is made in Canada. Then we have the Goosebumps The Board Game, also made in Canada. Interesting that none of this is made in the U.S. or released, I think, in the U.S. And then the last board game we have here is one that I grew up with, also from Milton Bradley, and it is Terror in the Graveyard. So those are the board games. Now let's get to the miscellaneous toys. First up is a poster that came when you bought the books through Scholastic. It is a Reading Gives You Goosebumps poster with Curly right here. But these are called pocket scream machines. They're keychains with different Goosebumps categories, or different characters, I should say. So this one has the Night in Terror Tower. If I squeeze the center, let's see what happens. Doesn't really scream that well. Maybe the battery's dying. We have the Shocker on Shock Street version. That's a bit better. And then we have the Monsters from Mars version. It seems like this battery's dead. So it looks like we're missing... Well, that was a delayed one. It looks like we're missing the Monster Blood Curly, the Monster Blood Hamster, the Mummy from Return of the Mummy, and Bad Hair Day Rabbit. So we have these three. We also have a set of collectible figure key rings and the finger rings set, sealed. So there's that. We have a keychain organizer, holds 20 telephone numbers, glows in the dark. It has telephone directory, message, alarm, game, stopwatch, clock, auto shut-off, timer, and secret password. So beware, you're in for a scare. It's time to get organized Goosebumps style. You've got people to call, places to go, and people to see. With 9 slick features such as 20 phone number memory, special messages, a clock, a hair-raising game, and much more, you can get it together if you dare with the Goosebumps Keychain Organizer. So, 9 awesome features. Telephone directory, got to have 20 of your best friends on this list. Clock, always know when it's time to get goosebumps. Timer, count down to your favorite activity. Alarm, know when you have to get up and go. Stopwatch, on your mark, get set, go. Message, don't forget those important messages. Game, you'll never be bored with this game. Secret password, keep all your information a secret. And auto shut-off, turns off automatically for you. And this is made by Micro Games of America. Now, Micro Games of America was a company that made electronic handheld games, sort of like Tiger. They were the poor man's version, if you will, of Tiger Electronics. So it's interesting that they actually made this. They also, or there is also, I should say, a Goosebumps watch with a hologram of Curly, who used to be the mascot. It's a 5-function LCD, battery included, and a 1-year warranty. And this came out in, wow, doesn't say when the copyright is, but here's the actual warranty printed on the back of this watch. It's just brand new, never opened. We also have the Goosebumps Screamer with Curly again. This is made with Tiger Electronics at the top. And it says it's a voice recorder, a voice changer, and sound effects. And if you press his eyebrow, you get a scary sound. 4 eerie sound effects. So, on the back, eerie sounds. Make your hair stand on end with the 4 eerie sound effects of the ghoulish laugh, grueling gong, bellowing ghost, and terrifying scream. So it looks like you press this eyebrow. Record your own outlandish, chilling messages to scare your friends. So you record with this button. Looks like there's 2 sound effects for each eyebrow. Voice changer. Slide into different voice dimensions with the slow motion below and the fast-paced squeak. Voice changer. Play. Alert your friends over and over of the unknown danger lurking. So this is pretty cool. And it looks like the batteries are dead. Did this even come with batteries? Yeah, it did. This came out in 1996. We also have another Goosebumps LCD watch. This time it's a Scary Time watch with a 1-year warranty. And you can remove this disc to move the bats or the spiders. And this is made by Nils Sonic. Then we have the Goosebumps from Tiger Electronics, the Haunted Headstone game. This is sealed. Automatic memory replay. Follow the pattern of 4 chilling sounds. Try to complete 32 scary sound sequences. It's a monster of a memory game. So you have Curly's Evil Laugh, Hamster's Slurp, the on-off switch, the Mummy's Creaking Door, and the Horror's Howl. Tiger also made a Goosebumps Screamer, which we have, the Fright Rider, and the Fright Light. Get ready to play a chilling game of Goosebumps Haunted Headstone. The eerie object of this game is to mimic the monster sounds. Each character has a frightening way of letting you know he's around. So listen closely to slurps and screams and creatures in the night. But if you don't copy all the sounds just right, you may just get the fright of your life. And then lastly, we have a sealed walkie-talkie set from Micro Games of America. 6 powerful transistors, glows in the dark, flexible antenna, volume control, and belt clip. And there they are. Again, brand new. This seal broke here a little bit, but brand new for our intents and purposes. And then next up we have the Goosebumps figurines, Goosebumps video games. What do you think so far? Amazing, right? You didn't think, what was that? Yeah, you didn't think that there were such things, huh? Neither did I. And I was the hardcore Goosebumps fan as a kid. And there was stuff out there that I never even knew existed. Like the watches and the figurines I'm about to show you. So let's tally all this up and walk around for a bit. And I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Okay. Yes, I'm ready. Before we get to the last of the items of the collection, I found some postcard books buried in a box in the storage unit. There were 2 of these, and we have both. It's a Goosebumps postcard book, 30 scary Goosebumps postcards to collect and send. And so what these are the book covers. Well, this one is not, but so if you notice, it has the Goosebumps book, postcard book, and it has up to the 42nd book list here, 42 books listed. You have Welcome to Dead House. This is not a book at all. This says Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. I would say Give Yourself Goosebumps. Again, we don't tolerate that in the store. Stay Out of the Basement. Monster Blood. Say Cheese and Die. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. This is Night of the Living Dummy. Interesting that they don't have Let's Get Invisible here. I skipped it. Then we have the cover of, ooh, one was ripped out. Not good. Not good at all. Good thing we're looking through this. Haunted Mask. Werewolf of Fever Swamp. One Day at Horrorland. Deep Trouble. Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Attack of the Mutant. The Barking, ooh, I'm skipping one. This is the More Tales to Give You Goosebumps Special Edition cover number 2. We have The Barking Ghost. The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. A Shocker on Shock Street. Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. How I Got My Shrunken Head. Goosebumps Monster Edition number 1. Night of the Living Dummy 3. And this one is another Give Yourself Goosebumps book. And then this is Bad Hair Day. And then we have Egg Monsters from Mars. There's a rip on the back, unfortunately. Then we have the Goosebumps Postcard Book 2, more 30 scary ones as well. Let's see if this one has all of them listed. This is interesting. This goes from 1 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20, and then goes in order for the rest of the series. So this is Chicken Chicken. This is Vampire Breath. Night of the Living Dummy 2. You Can't Scare Me. This looks like a Give Yourself Goosebumps book, and it is. This is also the Still More Tales to Give You Goosebumps Special Edition 4. This is Ghost Beach. This is the Beware the Snowman. The Goosebumps 1997 Wall Calendar. One Night in Terror Tower. Calling All Creeps. Came from Beneath the Sink. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. Haunted Mask 2. Goosebumps Monster Edition number 2. Beast from the East. Legend of the Lost Legend. Go Eat Worms. Monster Blood 3. I believe. Yeah. Return of the Mummy, excuse me. How I Learned to Fly. And then this one is a Give Yourself Goosebumps. The Girl Who Cried Monster. Don't Go to Sleep. The Ghost Next Door. Another Give Yourself Goosebumps book. And this is the Even More Tales to Give Yourself Goosebumps Special Edition number 3. Monster Blood 2. And the the Ghost Next Door. No, the Headless Ghost, I was right. Phantom of the Auditorium. So those are the postcards in the second book. We also have a Goosebumps bookend. And we'll go with the figurines next. I do not have all of them. Some of them are extremely hard to find. One, the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena, went for close to $600 on eBay. So I did not purchase it. But we have the Say Cheese and Die figurine, Curly, with his drop-dead looks and freaky fashion sense. Curly is one cool dude. As the host of All Things Horrific, he's just dying to give you goosebumps. Make no bones about it, this show-stopping skeleton is frightfully funny. Activate for a screaming glow. And it's working. We have number 5, the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Prince Koru the Mummy. He's just too much, lifeless for over 4,000 years, and wrapped from head to toe in strips of white cloth. The ancient mummy mysteriously rises from his stone coffin and is ready to rap. So that's still working. Book number 7, Night of the Living Dummy. Slappy the Dummy. Everyone thinks he's just a slab of wood, but this ventriloquist dummy is a real-life nightmare. Slappy likes to do his own talking, and what comes out of his mouth is really nasty. This dummy is no dummy. He's a monster. Book number 15, You Can't Scare Me. Mud Monster. He lives in the deep, dark woods and seeks his victims only at night, when things get scary. As the Mud Monster slowly rises from the muddy creek, you suddenly realize he's not alone. He and his frightful friends are searching for someone new, and they're coming straight for you. Book number 16, One Day at Horrorland. The Horror. This amusement park monster is good at giving people the creeps. After all, it's his job. But visitors to Horrorland will be in for the scare of their lives when they discover the terrible truth. He's not just a special effect. This monster is for real. No, this one doesn't work. And then the last one, Monster Blood 2, Cuddles the Hamster. His favorite food is monster blood, an oozing green liquid that helps him grow and grow and grow. Just a teaspoon of the slimy stuff transforms him from a cuddly little furball into a 10-foot terror with eyes as big as a soccer ball. Stay on his good side, especially when he's hungry. So, I have the entire set of the first edition, but there were second editions that we do not have, like the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena and others. Lastly, for this collection, we will show you the video games. This is a battery-operated, where you press this button down and pops the ball up like that. Next up, we have a Goosebumps handheld. I forget the name of this. It doesn't seem to be working. The batteries must be dead. But we have this Goosebumps handheld. And then brand new, we have the Goosebumps from Micro Games of America. Reading is a Scream video game. I'm not going to rip that off. So, help Slappy defend himself through the haunted graveyard and avoid the skateboarding mummy. Congratulations, you have made it through the chilling graveyard and can read in peace. Watch out, use Slappy's backpack to protect him against the creepy mummy. So, it's a Reading is a Scream handheld, sealed. And then, lastly, we have the 3-in-1 video game of Goosebumps, also from Micro Games of America. This is the Horrific Portable Arcade Cartridge Games. And there's 3 different cartridges that you put inside of this handheld here. So you have number 4, Say Cheese and Die. Use the quick flash of your camera to outsmart the haunted mask. Number 7, There's No Doubt About It. See how you can outsmart Slappy the dummy. He's one smart dummy. And then number 16, Try to get your way past the horror and the rest of the Goosebumps characters as you overcome the nightmares of the spooky theme park of Horrorland. And not for nothing, the graphics look actually pretty detailed for a handheld LCD game. Might you see that? That's pretty good. And that's how it really looks. So, there you have it. So what did you think? Would you like to purchase the rest of the items? Great. Awesome. The entire collection with everything, majority of the games being sealed, and the board games as well being sealed, with a 20% discount, you're looking at about $4,568. $4,000 out the door? Can't do it. Can't do it. If you don't end up purchasing them, I'll just keep them at the store. Yeah, I know we're only talking $568, but these items mean a lot to me. And if I'm going to part with them, I want full value. And even having said that, I gave you 20% off, which to get down to $4,500, we were well over $5,000. Like I said, I will replace any of the books that you purchase when I get the special editions in, or the books with the cards and or bookmarks or trinkets. I will be replacing the Goosebumps Series 2000 books. There's 4 of them that need to be replaced immediately, and that's free of charge, of course. Your collection may actually go up in value based on the brand new books you're getting and the books with the trinkets. Don't forget, those books cost more money with the trinkets inside. I think that was a delayed reaction from one of the toys. $42.50, $43, and it's a deal. Okay, $4,300 even. Congratulations. All right, I will be packing all of this up. Give me about an hour. I'm going to make it in a giant box and put bubble wrap and peanuts, so larger items that are still sealed can maintain their the shape that they're in, so they don't get damaged. Especially these figurines here. Yes. Again, I will call you as soon as those books come in, and you may have to make multiple trips, but as soon as they're in, I will call you. Okay. See you soon.